It was a rude awakening. I'm Joseph. This is Input English. Today I have a story. Listening to stories in our target language is the best way to acquire the language. This is very different than what we were taught in school. In school, the focus was on explicit learning because that's easier for the school system to demonstrate progress. We're doing something different here. We are developing skills in English, listening skills, and then eventually speaking skills. We learn skills by observation and experience. So given those facts about the type of learning we're doing here on the Input English channel, you would conclude quickly that stories are going to be a fantastic resource. Now, the stories on this channel have two forms. They could be true stories, or they could be original fiction that I create for you. My goal for the fictional stories is that they be fun and interesting, but they are going to be told in a way that showcases a lot of vocabulary, a lot of interesting and useful expressions. But I'm not going to focus on slang. I'm not going to use any profanity, and I'm not going to use a bunch of obscure expressions that you will not ever find useful. So let's get started with our story. I started out with the statement, it was a rude awakening. So who had a rude awakening? Well, Craig, one of our favorite characters. Craig is now 12 years old. He is a very conscientious young boy who just started the 7th grade. But when he arrived in the 7th grade, he had a rude awakening. So that's what our story is about today. Let's explore the details. Starting the new school year, Craig and the other students would be learning a lot of different things, but Craig's focus was primarily on the band. You may be aware from previous videos that Craig did not register for band when he started the 6th grade, so he missed out on the first year of band. The other students progressed in the band, and after about 6 months, Craig realized that he was missing out. He got help from his parents, who bought him a tenor saxophone, and he received lessons throughout the rest of the year trying to catch up with the other kids. For his part, Craig practiced every day. He was very conscientious to do the things that his teacher taught him and to practice every day. He had auditioned for the band director for the junior band, and the band director appointed him to 2nd chair tenor in the junior band. Another student would be 1st chair. This is where Craig had some difficulty because he had figured that since he had put so much work into catching up, that he would probably be able to be 1st chair. Craig, like many little boys, is a little competitive, and he wanted to be 1st chair. But the 1st chair student had been in the band for an entire year. The 1st chair student, that is the student playing 1st chair tenor saxophone in this junior band, is Brent. Craig doesn't know Brent very well. He is aware of who Brent is, but they were not friends by any means. The rude awakening that Craig had during this first week in band was when he compared his playing, that is Craig's playing, to the sound being produced by Brent. Craig found it very challenging to stay in time and to coordinate his playing with the other students in the band. The band director had correctly anticipated that the private lessons that Craig had taken and all the practice Craig had done did not provide him with any experience playing in an ensemble, that is, playing in a group of musicians and coordinating with them to produce music together. Brent did have this sort of experience, so he was able to keep up with the other students in this ensemble and coordinate so that the sound was good. Really, Craig arriving in this band class with the start of school was a dream come true. A dream come true is an expression that we use often. A dream come true is the realization of something that we really wanted. Craig really wanted to be in this band, and he had attained that. He is now a member of this band. So it is a dream come true. It is a little bittersweet, however. When one says bittersweet, this expression means that it is pleasant, but in some respects, there is a little bit of unpleasantness. The reason I say this is bittersweet is because Craig's motivation to be in the band is that he has a crush on the girl next door, Charlotte. But Charlotte is older, and so when Craig realized his wish to be in the junior band, Charlotte had already moved on to the high school band. So she's not in this band. So for Craig, it was a little bittersweet. After this first week of band classes, Craig had his usual lesson with his saxophone teacher on Saturday. He told his teacher of his concerns. Craig wants to be first chair, but he has found that Brent really plays rather well, and it will be difficult to play better than Brent. Brent has a lot of experience. Craig's saxophone teacher listened carefully and suggested that this is not going to be a long-term problem. He pointed out to Craig that his expectations, that is, Craig's expectations, were a little unrealistic. The fact of the matter is, Brent has a lot more experience playing in an ensemble. Brent knows more about how to play in tune and to follow the music with the other students. Craig had also noticed that Brent seemed to be able to sight read the music better than Craig thought was possible. So when I use the term sight read, what I mean is for the first time, the player looks at the music and just starts playing and following the notes, reading the music, producing the sounds correctly. This is called sight reading. Sight reading is in contrast to learning a tune one note at a time, one phrase at a time, committing it to memory and playing it as a familiar tune. Craig observed that Brent is pretty good at sight reading music. So Craig's saxophone teacher analyzed these observations and suggested that they work on those things. He pointed out to Craig that sight reading is just a skill and it can be acquired like any other skill. He needs to observe and then get experience. He suggested that they work on sight reading. Also, playing in a group is actually a skill. Well, really a bunch of skills, and that can be acquired with experience. They will play more duets together to help Craig develop some experience coordinating. The teacher also reassured Craig that this is just going to evolve over time because Craig will get more experience every time he goes to a band rehearsal. Craig shouldn't worry about all these things. He told Craig that if he worries about these things, then he won't enjoy the band practices And if he doesn't enjoy the practices, he won't get as much out of them. It's very important for Craig to enjoy these practices and participate willingly. Craig needed to figure out how he and Brent were going to get along, because Craig wants to compete with Brent, but he doesn't want to have a lot of conflict. On this, he got some advice from his teacher. His teacher pointed out that a little friendly competition is very healthy, but it's important for each person to be gracious. That is, it is important to be courteous, kind, and pleasant. Craig understood this. He nodded. During this discussion, Craig's teacher asked Craig what he thought about things that he did perhaps a little better than Brent. Craig thought for a moment and concluded that he knew his scales much better than Brent. Craig likes the tone, that is, the sound that he makes with his saxophone. So really, this was not all bad news. They concluded that all the work they had done over the previous 6 months was time well spent. After his lesson, Craig felt much better. This was a good discussion with his teacher, and the teacher gave him a lot of perspective. Before his lesson, Craig was disappointed that he was not able to compete well with Brent, and he felt a little resentment toward Brent. After the lesson and after these discussions, Craig realized that there was no reason to be disappointed, and there was no reason to have resentment toward Brent. These sensations were being replaced with a healthy sense of competition and graciousness. Craig was also very reassured that his teacher had a plan. His teacher was going to help him with sight reading skills. His teacher was going to help him with skills playing with other people. He realized that he was going to make a lot of progress in the next year. Craig set his sights. That is, he set the goal of attaining first chair during this year. So what do we think? Will Craig attain his goal of being first tenor in the junior band? Or is this an unrealistic goal that he will not attain? We'll find out in upcoming videos. If you like videos like this, be sure to click on this one next. See you soon.